looking at almost Stoic philosophy as well, and I was reading so much on, Marcus Aurelius meditations, and I was reading so much of that, and you're right. You sit there and think, what can I control? Well, I can control that the words I quit are never going to come out of my mouth, ever. I'm never going to entertain that. And I think, especially, and you can relate to this, certainly when you did Iron Mind, you are left alone with your own thoughts on the bike, on the run, or the swim. It doesn't matter. The same way that I was on the swim. And because you can't speak to your family and friends, you're alone. You're alone with your own thoughts. So if you entertain the idea and you go, maybe I can quit. Oh, there's land over there. Oh, there's a hotel there, And that's why I said I never wanted to touch land, because I think it could have been very easy to check into a hotel and all of a sudden it's quite warm. And all of a sudden I look over and I look out to sea and there's 40 knots of wind and I go, oh, should we call it today? And again, that's 12 miles you've missed out. You don't swim at night, that's 30 miles you miss out on that day. That's longer than the channel, just because you didn't get out of bed. Right. It's so easy to do that. But so by just fully immersing yourself in it, living on the boat, and again, I was just saying, Anthony Middleton, celebrated sort of military career, and one of the best advice I got from him, and he knows me, we've known each other for like 3 years now, and you always say, oh, you're so smiley, Ross, and Anthony said the same. He's like, yeah, you're really positive, but a word of warning, that'll only get you so far. And I was like, no, I'll be fine. Like, it's going to be nice. I like
worked for 30 years.
It's kind of it. And he said to me, no, he said, Ross, there's going to be a moment where it's dark, and it's really dark. And he said, no one can help you. You got a crew and they're amazing. He goes, but it's just going to come down to you, and it's you and the sea. And the advice he said to me, he was just like, he said, Ross, you just need to get feral. And I remember he looked me dead in the eye, and because he wanted this point to hammer home, I think, and it did, because he kind of gave me this look to be like, just remember these words, like when those dark clouds come over, get feral. And I said, what do you mean? And he just said, you need to just think like primitive, strip everything back, where you just think swim, sleep, eat. And that's all, and he joked a little bit, you just need to get like caveman and just be like, Ross eat, Ross sleep, not like going, hey guys, is everyone, not on, Instagram, you need to just be like, and he was right, for so long, I was able to, I suppose there's almost probably like a coping mechanism, but it was also for myself as well, that, I was very aware that this was 157 days. So again, I always loved that particular episode on Iron Man when you just got on that bike and you were swimming in lactic acid, and you were using every tool in your arsenal, thinking about your kids and everything like that. And you got real angry, you got emotional, and then afterwards you were like, I knew I couldn't go to that place because I had 157 days. And the body's this biochemical complex organism. So you start getting stressed, cortisol levels, stress hormone, your immune system start adrenal fatigue, neurotransmitters, chemical signals in the brain are fried. So I needed to maintain this level, not here. Yeah. And I think when to come back to sort of swimming with a smile, as I said, that's why I was doing that. And it was always trying to care for the body, and just, people have shown, psychological well-being in your immune system directly related. So I would try and swim with a smile, but when I had to, I had to get feral as well. And there was times when I almost felt like this split personality. And I almost sometimes would apologize to the crew, because I'd be like, hey guys, how are we doing? And I knew that it would get me through a tide that day, because I'm swimming with dolphins and the sunset, and there's a minke whale and seals are waving to me. And I was like, this is amazing. You want to be in the moment. This is incredible. And there's other times when you're swimming through the Moray Firth, and the Moray Firth, you're 40 miles from land. And there was barely a moon in the sky. It was overcast as well, so not even the light from the stars. You couldn't see the hand in front of your face when you were swimming. And I remember, because I was trying to look at my watch, and I'm swimming, and I'd look at my watch, and I was like, nope, can't see. And it was that dark. And you're getting hit in the face. During a 6-hour night swim, I could be stung up to 20 times by jellyfish. So it's just, and that's another thing. It's hard for me to explain, because you're swimming and you're kind of like, I know I'm going to get hit. I just don't know what, bang, and you're like, oh, but I could get out and feel sorry for myself. I'm in the middle of the Moray Firth. So the other thing there is, if I get out, feel sorry for myself, the team have got to stay out in the Moray. The boat's got to stay out in the Moray Firth. If a storm comes in and we're no longer safe as a boat.